Media.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Today is a day where making this kind of video isn't easy. It is not one that I want to discuss because many people have lost their homes, their businesses, and their livelihoods. If you're living under a rock, if you're not aware of what's been happening, Jasper National Park is essentially gone. It has been absolutely decimated by a wildfire. This has been going on for a few days now, and of course, I've been waiting to put out this video because I wanted to wait and see what the premier had to say about things, and we're going to get into that. But one thing I wanted to talk about is the cause of the fire, because we're not seeing a lot of word going out. Now, I have been looking frivolously to figure out what exactly is happening in Jasper, as residents have been relocated across Alberta and British Columbia. The premier has now declared a state of emergency in Jasper. But one thing, again, that we're not seeing as much, I'm going to go straight into my Google searches. Now, Parks Canada has a listing here from 2 days ago, but I've gone through the page and can't find the text anywhere. I don't know if it's been removed. But this is important to again, despite all the negativity that's going on with this fire, I want to shed light on the cause of it, because you're probably going to hear a lot of ministers come out now and blame climate change on this fire. I don't believe that it was climate change. Wildfires happen across Alberta and British Columbia every summer. We've seen it every year since we started recording fires. We can see dry fires. We can see underground fires from over the winter. We see dry seasons right now. Calgary in particular, for example, has not seen significant rain since around mid-June. It's a very dry season. Of course, across British Columbia even, there are fire bans province-wide. If you're going camping, you're not able to have a campfire. But here it says Parks Canada, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. But the fire was likely started by a bear cub that was electrocuted and found at the fire. Again, I can't find any more elaboration as to that claim. It is not on the page of Parks Canada. At least I couldn't find it. I went through all of their updates. I went through everything. But this is important to realize and to make note of, because you're going to see Justin Trudeau, you're going to see Mark Holland, you're going to see Randy Boissonnault, all these wacko politicians try to push carbon taxes, agendas, and everything. And I hate bringing that up because what's happening in Jasper is a national tragedy. I'm going to get into who we're actually going to blame for this later on in the video. But this is a tragedy. I don't want to shed light on politics, but keep in mind that they're saying it was started by a bear, because that narrative may change very quickly. This article comes out from CTV saying National Park is the town site under siege from 2 wind-whipped fires, one which raged into picturesque community on Wednesday night, causing extensive damage. Parks Canada says the fire has caused significant losses within the town, and the social media account for Fairmont's famous Jasper Park Lodge says the flames have reached the hotel's grounds. Of course, the hotel has now burned to the ground. As the fire consumed more fuel, officials said that the air quality dropped to dangerous levels, prompting fire crews without breathing apparatuses to flee to the nearby community of Hinton. Jasper, a postcard-perfect mountain town, is famous for hiking, skiing, kayaking, and biking. It is also home to dozens of species such as elk, mountain goat, cougars, lynx, black bears, and grizzly bears. The UN designated the parks that make up the Canadian Rockies, including Jasper, World Heritage Site in 1984. Photos on social media show lodges and other buildings wrapped in sheets of orange flame. Structural firefighters remain in town and are working to save as many structures as possible, Parks Canada said in a statement. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced on social media that Ottawa has approved Alberta's request for federal assistance. Alberta Forestry Minister Todd Loewen has asked for help from the Canadian military. We're requesting firefighting resources, aerial support to move wildfire crews and equipment, and more, Loewen wrote on social media. Earlier in the day, all first responders were ordered out of Jasper National Park for their safety and to give fire crews more room to operate. The fires are burning on the north and south sides of town, which is home to 5,000 people the residents have left, along with 20,000 park visitors. The order to leave was issued around 10 p.m. on Monday as fires cut off road access to Jasper. Residents and visitors fled west into British Columbia in a long, slow midnight procession through swirling smoke and ash. I want to cover some of that because you can see it here over on the Plebs X account. Retweeting Melissa here, truly heartbreaking what's happening in Jasper National Park. However, if Trudeau and team wasn't so focused on sending money to other countries, maybe they could have focused on proper forest management and have the tools available to put out our fires. Sad. And that is who you blame here, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the blame should go. How many billions of dollars have we sent to the Ukraine? To launder, essentially, to prop up Justin Trudeau's trust fund and bank account, while we don't have the resources. Again, as I stated at the beginning of this video, these fires happen every single year. Fort Mac, not too long ago, same issue. Rachel Notley was leader of Alberta at the time, did virtually nothing to help them. Justin Trudeau went and took a photo op while he moved some materials around to try and look like he cared, while he got into an argument with a resident. If y'all remember that infamous video, this is appalling. Take a look. This is Jasper. This is one of Canada's most beautiful towns, completely ravaged in flames. It's heartbreaking to see this. It's absolutely devastating. I have no words. I have no words beyond that. I mean, look at this video. Going through the, look at the vehicles are destroyed. The houses are gone. All you're seeing is empty lots. Everybody there has lost everything. Absolutely everything. Family businesses, homes, all sorts of commerce businesses. God, I don't even know how to put the words together. Families have literally lost everything. Everything. Look at that. Just empty lots. Torched cars, torched vehicles. The trees are gone. Everything's gone. Absolutely sad. Absolutely sad. Now, please keep in mind, as the time of filming this video, Danielle Smith's press conference was actually ongoing, so I've gone back to the live stream and paused at the moment she came out. Let's take a listen for a few minutes, and then I'll wrap this up, but let's hear what Danielle Smith had to say about the fires.
In the last day or so, we have all seen on the news and social media the horrific pictures and videos coming out of Jasper. Homes and businesses have been lost to a wildfire that people are calling a wall of flames. There is no denying that this is the worst nightmare for any community. To the residents of Jasper and those displaced far from home, looking at the images of your town on TV and online, the feelings of loss and fear and loneliness must be overwhelming. But you are not alone. All Albertans are with you. For many generations, the town of Jasper and the park surrounding it have been a source of pride. With some of the most beautiful scenery in the world. Our grandparents visited to experience the majesty of this place with its mountains and lakes and meadows. They took our parents, who then took us to this special spot that they'd spent time in as children. And now we take our own kids and our own loved ones and visitors from around the world to feel that same feeling that you get with your first glimpse of the mountains on the horizon. A feeling that even though you've just left home, you're coming home. And so although those of us who experience Jasper as visitors can't imagine what it feels like to be a Jasperite right now, we share the sense of loss with all of those who live in the town, who care for it, and who have helped build it. Jasper, we will continue to stand by you, and as everyone works to get their feet back under them, and as we look forward to recovery. Right now, the wildfire is still out of control, and crews are working in dangerous conditions to try and protect critical infrastructure in the town. So to the brave men and women currently on the ground in Jasper, I want to express my deep gratitude and the gratitude of all Albertans. Whether you are part of the initial efforts or whether you were activated and drove in there last night or early this morning, there really are not enough words to express our thanks and our wishes for your safety and your success. Once again, you've put yourselves on the front lines in a show of true heroism. Thank you for your bravery and your commitment to keeping Albertans safe. Well, I will leave the specific details on the situation and the efforts of those fighting it to Ministers Todd Loewen and Minister Mike Ellis, as well as to our Alberta wildfire officials here with us today, Stephen Lacroix from the Emergency Management Agency and Christy Tucker from Forest. Let me assure you that Alberta is doing all that we can. Our Emergency Management Cabinet Committee meeting has been meeting daily for the last several days, and will continue to do so. I have been in communication with the Federal Minister of Public Safety, Dominic LeBlanc. He's the Minister of Public Safety, Democratic Institutions and Intergovernmental Affairs. The Alberta Emergency Management Agency, Jasper Mayor Richard Ireland, and many others. I understand that Minister LeBlanc is being briefed as we speak, and I look forward to meeting with Minister Harjit Sajjan here in Edmonton later this afternoon, where he will join us at our command center. Alberta stands ready to assist in every way that we can, and I have asked Minister LeBlanc to move to a unified command structure so that Alberta can better help. We hope to hear a positive response from Parks Canada on this, and in the meantime, we will continue to provide any and all support that they request in any way that we can. I can tell you that Alberta Wildfire supported the Parks Canada Incident Management Team yesterday. They report that the situation on the ground overnight was extremely volatile. As we continue to battle the fire, our government will move to daily updates with Ministers Loewen and Ellis, as well as Alberta wildfire officials. And we will continue with our daily written updates as well. To the residents, families, and business owners who call Jasper home, we will recover from this. To the men and women on the front line and at all operational levels, thank you for your courage and commitment. And to those in Alberta and around the world who have experienced the magic of Jasper. The magic is not lost, and it never will be. Alberta's government will provide the support needed to families and community to recover and to rebuild stronger than ever so that future generations can continue to experience this one-of-a-kind community and to feel the magic of being able to come home. Well, thank you, and I'll turn it over to Minister Ellis.
Okay. Completely gut-wrenching to watch Alberta Premier Danielle Smith breaking down over this travesty that's taking place in Alberta. If you've never visited Jasper National Park, I can tell you you're missing out. And the majesty of the Canadian Rockies offers a very beautiful perspective of what Canada has to offer and just why it is one of the most beautiful countries on earth. And I can speak volumes to that as someone who just recently last week drove from Vancouver. Sorry, I bumped my button there. Drove from Vancouver into Calgary. The views of the Rocky Mountains and the towns and the people that live within those towns and the services that are offered within the Rocky Mountains of Canada are a national treasure. And our hearts go out to those who are dealing with this. I can tell you at this channel, any updates that come forward, I'll be pushing out. Again, join me on Friday Night Fringe, where if there are any updates, again, as of the time of filming this video, July 25th, This was a live press conference of Danielle Smith. So again, I had not seen that introduction from Danielle prior to filming this video. I simply wanted to get this out as quickly as possible for you guys once she had made her statement. And again, would just ask that anybody in Canada right now prays for those who essentially have lost everything, absolutely everything. As Danielle said, you know, we will recover, we will get past this. But as an Albertan, as somebody who's been to Jasper National Park multiple times, as somebody who appreciates the true majesty of the Rocky Mountains, I can tell you that this is devastating to see. And well, Godspeed to those who are dealing with this horrible, horrible tragedy. I sincerely hope in closing that Justin Trudeau and his fat cat bureaucrats will stop funding dictatorship countries to launder money and maybe start putting some of Canadian taxpayer dollars towards proper equipment, proper staffing, proper response teams to deal with these issues as we move forward. Because again, I'm not saying that there isn't things that have happened in the Ukraine, but Canadians are now at a loss, and you have to take care of people at home first, Justin Trudeau, not people across the world. You're not the world police. Your job is to look after Canadians, and you, sir, have dropped the ball. You and every liberal who wants to talk about going on car road trips while the world burns, well, now you can eat your words. The world is literally burning. Your country is burning while you're on vacation in Tofino, while your ministers are all eating well and vacationing themselves. This is what happens after you've laundered billions of dollars of our money that could have gone to at least try to contain these incidents. Again, these incidents happen. Every Canadian should be pissed off right now at Justin Trudeau and the government for dropping the ball on this. This is the product. This is the final product. The package you get for wokeism, for virtue signaling. This is your final product. Your country burns while others enjoy your money. Let me know what you guys think down below. And again, if it's your first time here, I sincerely hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment on your way out. It does help push this video. I know YouTube likes to crush any videos talking about negative about the government. So we do want to get this out there as much as possible. So if you did enjoy the content, please leave a thumbs up and a comment down below. Join me this Friday for Friday Night Fringe here on the channel at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, where we're going to definitely be spending a significant amount of time talking about what's going on here and my thoughts a little bit more deeper and maybe uncut as to what I believe the government is doing and what I think of them. I'm so sorry it's such a lengthy video, folks. This one really hits home, and it has for a few days, and I just didn't know what to say until we heard from officials, but there you have it. Usually I like to say I hope you enjoyed this video, but I hope you found this video informative, and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.